The Brewers got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Red Sox on the road 10-5. J. Happ got his third win this season, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays 8-3. The win was their 6th in a row. Lance Lynn got the win throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run, helping the Rangers push past the Blue Jays 6-1. Carlos Correa was a one-man highlight reel with 3 home runs and 5 RBIs as the Astros defeated the Orioles 16-3. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. The Detroit Tigers combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 4-3. Cesar Hernandez dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs, leading Cleveland past the Royals 9-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in triples. Jake Cave drove in 4 as the Twins pushed past the Angels 7-5. The Oakland Athletics hit 3 long balls as they dismantled the Giants 19-4. They now have 6 straight victories. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Braves baseball next. Mike Soroka, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
Into the box, Andrew Mccutcheon. He will lead this one off today. First delivery to him on the way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the second baseman, Scot Kingery.
Now to the plate, Scot Kingery. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Janssen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Janssen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. Hit in the air to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
What a terrific month this guy had last month, hitting over 350. If he can continue at this pace, he's got a legitimate shot to win a batting title.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too high, ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
The 3-2 one more time. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Racing back the center fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. Number 35 now on the season. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins.
The first baseman, number 7.
As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. The average has been good. 306 to start the day. 26 home runs and 59 RBIs. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Nope. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Striding in, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But this will land untouched. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Albies hits a little over the 270 mark. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on the attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Stepping in, Ronald Cunha. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Comes set, the 0-1.
0-2 is the count.
Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Markakis rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
And that'll bring in Marcelo Zuna. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 1-0. Hits this one hard the other way. Kingery's there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Second inning set to go. Into the box now, Roman Quinn. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Digging in, JT Realmuto. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
100% agreed, Dero. When you get this late into the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's off to a great start, and I expect it to continue all season long.
The 1-0. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 25 for him on the year, and it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Standing in now, Bryce Scot. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
At the plate now, Duffy, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Duffy, often known as the Duff Man in baseball circles. He was taken in the 18th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, two-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you, you're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there, miss middle.
Aaron Nola is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Stott at second. Duffy on at first with nobody out. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew Mccutcheon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He flied out leading off the ball game. Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Over to Albies. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Coming in for his first at-bat, Tyler Flowers, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on, a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
His past line against Aaron Nola, he's gone 2 for 6. He also has 1 home run. On to first to complete the double play.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
Stepping into the box, Austin Riley, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and a strike to count. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Kingery's there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We've played 2 full. The Phillies lead it 3-1. And in steps Scot Kingery. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Slider laid off for a ball.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-0 pitch on the way. Hit high and deep to left field. Back goes Ozuna at the track. The wall. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
The right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Left center, base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Outfield.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes to count. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
A runner at first with no outs here. Good pitch there. Catches the outside corner for strike 2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box, Roman Quinn fouled away. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready to take his hacks again, JT Realmuto, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. He's set. Here it comes. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. The runner from first comes all the way around to score.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Bryson Stott is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Philadelphia is on top, 5-1. Standing in, Mike Soroka as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Quinn is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 1.
Now at the plate, Ozzie Albies. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. Ready for another chance? Nick Markakis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 do up.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
First delivery to him on the way. Freddie Freeman is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
2 out with the man at first. Chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Braves strand 1. They're down 5-1. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, Matt Duffy. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Number 6, Matt.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. For the current campaign, Duffy has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, the pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Aaron Nola. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Freeman over to his left. He's got it, and there are two down now.
The left fielder, number 22.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutcheon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Phillies on top, 5-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ronald Cunha. He singled his last time up.
The center fielder, Ronald Acuna.
Fastball swung on and missed. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first two pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Ronald Acuna sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Marcell Ozuna comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Oh, good knuckle curve, 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He'll try again, 1-2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Ready once again, Scot Kingery. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Two and 2.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Cole Hamels takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 32, Cole Hamels.
Bryce Harper will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high and out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. His second of the game as it's now a 6-run ball game. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Rhys Hoskins is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Popped him up. Freeman in foul ground. He's got it 1 away.
Now batter, the center fielder, Roman Quinn.
Ready for another shot now. Roman Quinn hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hamels, a California-born ball player. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
The 1-2. And he sends it the other way toward right center. On the move is Markakis. And boy, the Phils just keep right on rolling as this will be extra bases again. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. So he's into third with his 6th 3-bagger of the year.
Yeah, and that tells you what kind of an offensive player he is. Very good at hitting the ball on the line, and obviously he's got some decent wheels on him too.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's an 8-1 ball game.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch. Infield playing back. A ball is able to sneak through. A base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
Here's the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
8 runs and even 10 hits and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And this one bounds around against the wall. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
And he's one rookie that's not afraid of the moment. That's his second knock of the game. This one a double, and he looks like the type of player that knows he belongs.
Grant Dayton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Matt Duffy. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Dayton is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble, and what does he do? He kind of puts it in 5th gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch in a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Markakis coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
To the plate now, Aaron Nola, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's Andrew Mccutcheon now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Man, I know this feeling, how frustrated this hitter is right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, don't be that guy. When everybody's getting hits, don't be the guy that takes the offer. But you got to zone up. You can't be chasing.
Hit in the air to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. Home half of the 5th coming up. Phillies lead this one 10-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So here's Johan Camargo. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets him going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went
Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit to third. There's one.
He's out.
On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting.
Ender Inciarte will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Braves go down quietly. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Luke Jackson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Jackson has a strong chance of being an all-star this year. He's currently leading the vote totals among relief pitchers.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position. But you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
Digging in and looking for more, Bryce Harper trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting. The first baseman.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And that misses for ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Line hard, but foul. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Quinn is right there, one down.
Now batting.
So with one away now, that'll bring in Nick Markakis. First pitch on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. One out, nobody on. This is pulled into right. Harper is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for Atlanta.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Roman Quinn. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, catcher, JT.
So striding in, JT Realmuto. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And it's fouled away. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. JT Realmuto with a solo shot. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Bryce Scot. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now the 1-0 is taken below the zone for a ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Swing and a line drive, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Third baseman, Matt Duffy.
At the plate, Matt Duffy, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Cunha is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Aaron Nola. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Hit out towards second. Albies scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola. First offering on its way.
Acuna Jr.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Quinn is there, and he has it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 20.
Digging in now, Marcell Ozuna. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Into the box, Tyler Flowers. Changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Ooh, and he finds his spot there. 1-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Fouled away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Braves. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Ready to begin the 8th, so the batting order turns over now and set to go. Andrew McCutcheon struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Standing in now, Scot Kingery, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. The 1-2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Popped him up. Freeman has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 3.
Bryce Harper will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats.
Ball 1, no strike.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering on its way.
That's the ball. The count's 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
From the belt, the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
So now to the plate, Roman Quinn. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Two and 0 to the Phillies center fielder.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I gotta believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Ozuna. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Phillies lead it 12-1. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting. The third
Riding
baseman.
in once again, Austin Riley. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve, 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Dansby Swanson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. 1-1 the count. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Mark Melanson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Mark.
Digging in once again, JT Realmuto. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So coming to the plate, Bryson Stott. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up, but this will land untouched. Here's another 2-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. So next to the plate for the Phils, Matt Duffy. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. 2 out, nobody on. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. Line hard into left. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one.
D-Roll, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter, but somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan, no doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those
Quality guys that walks through the clubhouse door every day. You know exactly what you're getting.
In now, Aaron Nola. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. 2 balls and no strikes.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Late that time for a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Skied into very shallow right. Markakis has a read on it, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. Philadelphia's on top, 12-1. So up steps Ozzie Albies, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the first pitch.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Behind 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Nick Markakis digging in now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mccutcheon is after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 5.
Stepping in for the Braves, Freddie Freeman. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Final strike for the Braves. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
12-1 at the end of this one. The Philadelphia Phillies blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. Aaron Nola earns a league-leading 11th win of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Mike Soroka permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and